Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee about to react to this video by Omizi. It's titled Cool Teachers Are Ruining Children. Oh, not the cool teachers. I never liked the cool teachers actually. The teachers that stand out in my life that I have really loved and gravitated to, they were never trying too hard. You know, the cool teachers, they try too hard. They trying to win you over. I don't even know you. Calm down. You ain't my mama. You ain't my daddy. I don't need to fuck with you like that. Do your job. Give me this lesson plan and go on about your business. You know. So yeah, I don't trust these cool teachers. Let's watch though. Oh my god. Oh, cool as in making comments.
Give me meow, give me her, give me buttons. In the boardroom looking bored because I'm not hip or pleasing the men.
Are we not getting tired of the professional people being unprofessional? There's been this growing trend going around, especially with the content creation.
Every single time I went to work when I was a substitute teacher, I covered everything up, okay? I wouldn't have shown an inch, a centimeter of cleavage. Who does that? I think that's very strange.
Social media, TikTok.
I'm trying to think if I've even seen any teacher that has cleavage. I don't think I was paying attention, but I don't think that's common.
Vacation era that we do live in now, where everybody wants to share every single aspect of their life.
I don't know what school is like now. I haven't been to school in a very long time, but y'all let me know if that's common, if you've seen your teacher's cleavage. They should be fired.
And because the mundane and
no
boring
cleavage policy
don't necessarily make it to the FYP pages for everybody to see, they want to live it up. They want to make it be as big as possible, even to the extent of doing things that are unprofessional. And while this video might stem from the teacher claiming to be the cool teacher, which in and of itself, I don't even understand why that's something that people would strive to be. That's a little oxymoronic. But while this video might stem from the cool teacher comments, unprofessionalism has been bleeding into professional environments for a long time now. We're losing the recipes. It's the reason why I had to put on my Sunday's best in order to show people that yes, you can still wear a tie and look good. If I do say so myself, look a little handsome. I may hand you some.
Other teachers have a tendency to get upset with what the students consider the cool teachers. As a person that I guess you can say that students would consider like, oh, I want to be in this class. It's like, you can't be mad at that teacher for being who they are. You're holding bitterness against the wrong thing. And if you're a cool teacher, you get it. Not that we want to be cool, is that the students make you a pillar of resources, emotional stability, whatever feels like home.
Niggas don't got no friends. I don't know. I've never felt like, oh, I want to be in this teacher's class, or oh, I love this teacher. I've never felt like that. Like I said, there have been certain teachers, mainly professors, honestly, I'm thinking of when I was like in college, but there are a couple people that stand out to where I gravitated towards them. Like, I'm like, oh, I like them. Not because I thought they were cool, but because I liked their way of teaching. I'm like, okay, oh, you explain that. You ate that. I get it now. Nobody ever explained it like that. That makes sense. You're doing your job, period. You know, so it's been that, but I've never felt like, oh, I love Mr. Johnson, and can I be in Mr. Johnson's class? Hi, Mr. Johnson. Fuck all y'all. I don't even want to be here. I ain't school. That's how I always felt. So I was trying to think back to when I was in school, and I'm like, I ain't never thought, oh, this person's a cool teacher, or that cool teacher. What the fuck? I don't even want to be here.
Students themselves make you that.
Now, I'm going to put on my old head hat for a second. I grew up in an era where there was a clear distinction between authority figures and your friends. The authority figures.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Maybe that's the problem. It's my old head brain and me thinking like, okay, because yeah, back when I was in school, that was the difference. It's like, y'all are my teachers. Cool. These are my friends. I fuck with them. I don't fuck with y'all. So yes, I'm glad he said that because I was confused for a second. But I guess, you know, what they're described as how it is now. That's strange. I need friends.
Striving to be cool, they were authority figures. They were well respected. They were sought to as people who had a voice and respected opinion, and they were intelligent, etc., etc. Now, I think a common misconception in this conversation is that these teachers now have to conform to whatever respectability politics that are laid out by some bigger, wider, vaster system that has control over, you know, minorities that are putting down people. And I'm saying no to that. Like, I don't think that dreads make you less of a person to listen listen to. Like, that doesn't make you less intelligent because maybe you have a different hair color or you have an ear piercing or something like that. I don't think that that's what that is. The problem becomes when you believe that all these norms that are in place just serve no purpose at all and we should just let them all go. Why is it not strange that a teacher is striving to be the cool teacher around a bunch of teenagers?
Why
And the way that he's
them?
going about doing that is not by being a great listening ear, not by being understanding, not by doing a bunch of different math problems and meeting them where they are. But no, he's depicting that based off of how he dresses, at least in the video shown online. I know people aren't going to want to hear this, but there are certain professions in which you have to be professional through and through, from tip to toe, top to bottom. I don't want to see my teacher from my kid doing some sort of TikTok dance in the damn classroom, especially when I know what these test scores are in America. Like, I just don't want to see that. And it seems like every time we have this conversation, people feel as if we're putting people down, but the reality is these teachers enjoy the attention from their students more than anything, and that is weird.
Yes, I agree. Keep it real and admit that
that's weird as fuck.
Teachers enjoy attention from students.
Ew. And I'm thinking about it because, again, I was a substitute teacher for a bit, okay? And I never, oh my God, maybe I'm not a good person to reference this, but I didn't even like these kids. So it's like, I don't give a fuck if y'all like me or not, and I'm not trying to get attention from y'all at all. How is y'all getting me attention gonna validate me? Y'all little ass. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? So that is very weird, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm side-eyeing and it's suspicious because it's getting kind of PDF-ish. Because why do you want validation and attention from children, from your kids? It's not even your kids. These random-ass kids you ain't even related to or nothing. If you want validation from your children and you're a parent, it's like, okay, cool. That I want you to like me. This means I'm doing a good job as a parent. That's totally different. These are strangers to you. You don't know these little nigglets. So why do you want that attention so badly from them? That's weird.
I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher for a long time, almost 10 years. And one thing that I noticed really quick was when I would wear fitted clothing, kids noticed. They noticed. Yeah. I remember one year, kids accused me all year of having a BBL. After that year, I decided, you know what? I'm not wearing tight clothes to school anymore. Because that's not the kind of attention that I want at school. But there's a time and a place for everything, right? Like wearing those tight clothes, those tight skirts, low-cut clothes, not for school.
That's
gross. A big part of being a teacher is just modeling how to navigate the world, modeling how to dress appropriately.
We've all been in these situations before. Students getting specialized treatment from the cool teacher, teachers wanting to fit in by knowing the songs and the dances, or watching the television shows that the kids are watching, listening to the music, trying to be a part of the in crowd. Those people have not mentally passed where they are when they were in those same classrooms, sitting in those same desks. They're not getting attention from somewhere else, so they're gonna get it from people who are forced to spend 8 hours a day with them. Looking at the teacher in the beginning, there are pictures of him showing his midriff off. There's even outfits where he's like showing that he has a grill in his mouth. Like, why does nobody think that that is like not okay? And before I get the crowd of people in the comments that are saying, yo, if I had a teacher who dressed this way, I would pay more attention, I would respect my teacher more, I'd be more willing to learn. That's cap. We just need to full stop and not say that. There's studies out there that talk about how looks, being attractive or unattractive, can have effects on whether students are paying attention to a teacher or not. And there's also studies that show that, hey, dressing a certain way, dressing more professionally, proceeds to then give students a higher value. Like, they view you just better in the grand scheme of things. I know that sounds crazy, but we are programmed a certain way. To me, one of the reasons why I want to stop this and nip this in the bud is because when that slope starts to get slippery, it starts to slide in left, right, sideways, all the way downhill. When I was young, there were boundaries set with the people that were considered professionals in my life, whether it be teachers, doctors, attorneys, or whoever the case may be. But nowadays, when I scroll social media, I see things like teachers getting their hair braided with their students in class during class time, which is insane and out of pocket and totally inappropriate. And then I also see these teachers doing these long, lengthy handshakes, hugging their students, etc., etc. Now, I would hope that a lot of people agree with me that the teacher getting his hair undone by the students is weird as hell. Like, he's claiming that it makes a deeper connection with his students. What more deeper of a connection do you need than to just, give them their assignments? I don't know, make sure that they're passing their classes. But even as I extend over to the woman that is doing the handshakes, one of the main problems that I have is that we're showing the kids' faces now. We're not even like blurring the kids' faces. You've got your social media presence out there so much that you're showing what seems to be like little kids' faces on the internet. When are the professionals gonna be professional? And it only makes it worse because we've enabled this behavior for so long that it allows people to become ultra defensive when somebody tries to correct them for their actions.
I remember this. Sir, he was
During this time.
Bye, sir.
Hey, Bessie. I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much. And we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much.
Y'all watch this follow-up video?
I can't wait for you to come back.
Yeah, that's that same teacher who was having the kids undo his hair. He got suspended, and this is how he responds, in the freakiest, nastiest way possible. I don't think people really realize this, but you spend a lot of your formative years in a classroom. Teachers ultimately become role models. I know that people talk about your households and your family and stuff like that having a major influence on you, but think about it. A professional person in a professional setting, the first time that you usually see those is potentially the doctor when you're like a kid or whatever the case may be, but then also a teacher in the classroom. They are role models to the world. And if they aren't upholding those standards, well, then it makes sense how we can then go into life not understanding, yo, there should be some standard for how I don't know, go do an interview.
So I just got dress coded during an interview. And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, would you like to come back? I could change it.
Oh, Jesus, she's talking too fast. She's about her interview. She said that the lady asked her to come back.
Come back. And I was like, no. These are the shorts.
Wait.
She's talking so I just got dress coded during an interview.
Oh, she got dress coded during an interview.
And then they decided to reschedule the interview with me for tomorrow. But before they rescheduled, the lady was like, would you like to come back? I could change it and come back. And I was like, no. These are the
okay, that's why you don't get the job, girl. Tyresha. Fuck out of here, Tyresha. That's what the name says if you can't see. No, I'm not being... Her name says Tyresha on the screen.
In terms of not real. These are the shorts.
This young woman is flabbergasted at the fact that she
Dress
got
too tight
flagged for dress code. I mean, you have on shorts to an interview. And I don't even want to say that it's your fault. You weren't taught. While you were in school, you probably had the cool teacher who was wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt and being unprofessional to the students and the whole environment as a whole. So you think that this is normal. When you get into a professional setting, this is what you're supposed to do. But I'm here to tell you, hey, no, that's not it. But every action doesn't just happen as a one-off. People become unprofessional because the standards weren't set and met at the beginning of their life, right? The teachers dress a certain way, they pass the interview looking a certain way, and then they come into the office dressed for a professional corporate job, getting off their office siren fits.
How to dress like an office siren. First, start with a fitted blouse, turtleneck, or high neck tank. Next, a pencil skirt or low-waisted fitted trousers. For shoes, a pointed kitten heel. Put your hair either up and a little undone or down and sleek. The most important part, a pair of rectangular glasses.
So definitely the skirt is way too short and the thigh highs are definitely making it worse.
That's the other thing too. When I went to regular corporate jobs, I also didn't give a fuck how I looked. Like, I don't care how professional it got. I am going to look as bummy basic as I can get away with because fuck all y'all. A. B. I don't want to put that much effort into going to work every day. Especially as a woman, trying to be cute is tiring as hell, alright? This is a whole lot of shit that is involved. Do I want to spend my time doing this to be around y'all bum ass niggas at work? No, the fuck? I want to spend more time sleeping. You think I'm gonna get up an hour before I already was getting up just so I could put this extra energy and do my makeup and making sure all my outfit is cute and getting this together and make sure this is coordinated? Fuck that. The hell? I don't even like y'all at this job. Why would I put in this energy to look like an office siren and be cute at work? Please.
Really not being visible. I think if that skirt was a couple inches longer.
And honestly, I've carried that... I've carried that mentality over to, my YouTube job as well because fuck out of here, nigga, I'm throwing on a hoodie, looking basic as hell, busted as hell, and what about it?
Would never say anything.
I'm spending my energy getting cute to be around people that I actually know in real life, and when I'm trying to be cute and around my people, my loved ones, That's one of the loved ones. Anyway, family, I gotta be basic around them too. But like my friends and stuff, you know, boyfriend, things like that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be cute. But work?
I think it's cute outside of this. Like, I would wear this to work.
It's not even just that the outfits themselves are outrageous, but the concept of being something that is luring men or luring women or luring people's attention in a sexual manner at work is what's really kind of throwing me off. Like, I can already tell that these people who are putting on these outfits have never worked in a corporate building because, first and foremost, it's cold. Like, nobody's wearing those things to this cold environment. I'm just trying to stay bundled up and warm so I don't go to sleep. But second off, and most importantly, I'm not trying to get Janice from accounting to be turned on sexually by the things that I have on. Now, if it happens to happen while I have a polo shirt on, that's a whole different conversation. But like me showing off my thigh meat in order to get James from the IT department to like lick his lips or something like that, that's the weird thing. The reason why I started off with the dress being unprofessional is because that's just the first portion of the iceberg. It goes deeper. Because these are the same people who then make excuses as to why they can do unprofessional things on the platform. If we extended this to any other profession, it probably makes sense. Probably like the medical field, right? You would expect them to dress a certain way and act a certain way, right? But again, it all blends into each other. That's why there's people like that therapist from a couple years ago who openly went on the platform and outed her male patients. Ultimately, she got fired, but it was crazy how unprofessional she was using her TikTok platform or in her professional environment.
Well, hello. It's your friendly neighborhood therapist who thought she could save these hoes, but got her job terminated as a result. Story time? I think yes. Shit you not, I posted a video on Monday telling men that their dusty behavior is only harming them and that they would benefit from emotional intelligence. And I shit you not, by Friday, didn't have employment.
And it would be different if she was recommending just therapy, but she was literally giving examples of her real life patients and berating the men on the internet. Unprofessional as hell. And I know people are thinking that I'm over exaggerating, but trust me, the lines can be extremely blurred once you start to mix the unprofessional and the professional setting. Meet Adriana Williams. This is a former teacher in Monroe Comprehensive High School who was caught with allegations of essaying a child. But it's not just any child, it's her former student. Now, I'm not saying this is the explicit reason as to why this happened, but all this unprofessional behavior being normalized in these professional environments probably gave people an excuse to just let all this stuff slide and go undetected. Because when I see the past videos of how she was acting with her students, she was basically flirting with the kid.
I'll remember him. I taught him last year.
Late at night.
Yet he still finds a way to see me every day. He is rough-handed. Oh, look, there he goes again.
This fetus? Oh, that's the other thing too. This PDF shit is so fucking weird. These are children. Like, how can you look at them like, oh, ew? That's so gross.
I think he wants to be back in 9th grade.
Why do you keep going down this hall?
She be calling me, y'all. She be emailing me from that.
Why you telling stories? Why you
You see how he switched his story. Why not? He gets on my nerves, but that's my twin. We be vibing.
It's your twin, you be vibing. Man, that's a student. Well, I do agree that the conversation about respect.
That was my son, and you play with my son, ho. You're gonna have to catch these hands.
Politics is real. People shouldn't be judged based off of having dreadlocks or names or, speaking with a certain, tone, vernacular, whatever the case may be. Those things are real. But that doesn't mean that we can't uphold and maintain professional standards in professional environments. I think the reason why people are giving a bunch of leeway is because these are teachers, first and foremost. But if these were people like doctors, lawyers, accountants, or anything like that, judges, health police officers, all those things, people would be looking at it extremely strange that these people want to dress a certain way, act a certain way. And because there's a bigger, broader picture saying that these people are role models to certain young individuals, they should even want to dress a certain way, be a certain way, act a certain way, and not go down this path of just being unprofessional as hell.
Yeah, these teachers are weird as fuck. I never encountered anything even close to this. But yeah, I was in school a while ago, so this is apparently a newer trend. But it makes sense because, yeah, now Gen Z are teachers. Because, yeah, the oldest Gen Z is what, like 28? Something like that, 29? They getting up there in age, so they can very well be teachers. So maybe this is a Gen Z thing that's taking place. Obviously, not all of them are Gen Z, but you can tell that a lot of them are relatively younger. They're not like in their 40s and 50s doing this. Most of them were on the younger side. So, yeah, that's probably why they are being weird like this. They're trying to combine teaching with social media a bit too much. So that's the issue. Whenever I've had teachers that I feel like were trying to be the cool teachers that I recall, it was like very harmless, basic shit. Like, oh, hey kids, we're having a pizza party today. It was like that type of shit. And I would be thinking, like, you're trying too hard. I still don't fuck with you. It would be stuff like that, but it wasn't anything to this degree. Like, this is a lot. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.